Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Thought I'd do a quick impromptu live chat today because I haven't done a couple of videos recently. You know, I was supposed to do I try to do them every day, but I haven't managed to. So, as I knew I wouldn't get one done today, I thought I'd do a quick live stream. So I'll be on for about an hour. We'll just have a general chat. Ask me some questions if you want. Do whatever you like. I mean, I'll just tell you some of the stuff I've been doing. So I'll come over to the chat in a minute because I can't actually see it at the minute. Don't forget to like the stream, share it, and if you're new here, subscribe and all that. And if you ever wanted to support this channel, you can buy Patreon. And if you did join Patreon, you get to put you have your name put on that board for $1. And if you shop at GearBest or Amazon.com, use my links, I get 7 to 10% of what you spend at no cost to you. So. Right, I'll come over to the comments now. Yeah, just thought I'd do an impromptu one today. Let me just, I'll just refresh this quickly, then I'll be able to see you. But yeah, I wasn't going to do a stream today, but like I said, I'm getting behind on the videos. And I knew I wasn't going to get one done today. I've been in the shed all day. So I thought, well, at least if I do a live stream, it'll be a video. You know what I mean? Right. Let's get some of this on. Right, UK Survivor, you right, mate? Crazy Chicken Guy, you right, mate? Luke Taylor, you right? Weapons and Stuff, all right? Bob Stone, all right? And Lady Potatoes, all right? Right, Weapons and Stuff said, I Mike wasn't expecting a stream today. Yeah, just, you know, I've been in, what are we on today? Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, I was messing around reading bloody books. So I've read all of them. What they call the Bill Hodges trilogy now, the Mr. Mercedes, Finders Keepers, and End of Watch. Read all of them in about 10 days. It was good. They're sort of crime thrillers, suspense crime thrillers, detective ones. You know what I mean? I think they call them hard-boiled detective novels, that kind of thing. They're good. That was really good. I really enjoyed them. So yeah, I was indulging myself in them Monday and Tuesday, I think. Yeah, I finished that yesterday. And then today I've been working on the short sword all day. I had a bit of a weird mess up with that, which I'll explain. But it's nothing important. It was just something weird. I got distracted and then did something completely different to what I planned. So you'll see when it comes up. The video for that will be tomorrow because the paint's just drying on it tonight. So JT, right, mate, and Bushcraft, right, mate. Congrats on the package. I sent it today. I don't know if you've replied to my email because I haven't looked back on there because I went to got up, packaged your package up. I printed out, I did the old, you know, when you print out the labels, printed out the label because I could only pay from PayPal. Went up to the post office. He took ages doing it. Maybe it was my printer. The barcode wasn't working. So I took just as long if I'd have just took money up there. You know what I mean? It just made me laugh. And I thought I'd just go out there, give him it, and I'd be straight out. I was in there for like 10 minutes. And then I came back and started the sword. So I haven't seen if you replied to my email or not. UK Survivor on my birthday yesterday. Got some nice prepper stuff. Couple of knives, first aid kit. Quite nice stuff. Happy birthday, mate. That's the kind of stuff I always get. But it's good because you can add it to your stuff, can't you? You know what I mean? Actually, saying that, that's the stuff I used to get. No one buys me any of that kind of stuff anymore now because they all assume I've got too much of it. You know what I mean? Arthur Bram, you right, mate? It's nice seeing you on. He said, hi, Mike. Nice background. Greetings to Mark. Cheers, Arthur. I'll tell him you said hello, mate. I don't know if he'll be watching. I know some of my relatives do occasionally watch. Matt's probably reading a book. This is what I'm going to read next. Another Stephen King one. I'm quite a fan of Stephen King. Outsider. I think that's his newest one. Richard Smith, right, mate? He said, hi, Mike. Got my video of the level 3A bullet and level 2 stab vest versus crossbow recurve. bows uploaded. Oh, nice. I'll check that out after this then. Yeah, I thought I'd just get a live stream on just so it's a video on. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't have to sort of do anything with it. You just turn the camera on and do it. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to edit for hours. I've got a load of footage today for this new to finish on off the short sword, but I just knew I wouldn't have time to do it tonight. You know what I mean? It's done now, but it's different to how I planned it. Yeah, I think I got distracted. Yeah, I got this. I'll tell you what it was. I went to do the sheath for it, or the scabbard, and realised that the piece of wood I'd got, for some reason, maybe during one of the crossbow videos, I'd cut the bloody end off. So it was that much. It was long enough, but it was about just 10 mil long enough. But I wanted it to be like 2 inches too long to do something on the end. So I think then that made me shape the end of the scabbard differently and then put me off the whole thing. But yeah, it's different to what I said I was going to do. But it doesn't matter. Still good. UK's father bought myself a steel helmet as well. Looks good on display. That's one thing I've got to get. I've not got any helmets. I've got nah, even that's no good. I was gonna say I've got an old motorbike helmet, but I've shot that with a crossbow, and the thing is, it had all like, I think there's like insects living in it. You wouldn't want to put it on your head. You know what I mean? One thing we have got here though, which I'm gonna do tests on eventually. I don't know why I've never got around to it. One day I want to do like homemade shit hit the fan armor, that kind of thing, or easy to find shit hit the fan armor. So it'd be just stuff out your shed and stuff like that. So what I would use as a helmet, because it'd be the easiest thing, would be hard hats. And I'd like to test a hard hat against certain things, because you know a hard hat's going to be good and they're easy to get. You can go down your local B&Q and get a hard hat, can't you? So Bushcrafting said, yeah, mate, replied this morning, I think. Cheers again, mate. Yeah, I done the email and I went straight in the shed, so I'll have a look later though. Arthur said, King is good for getting me asleep. Oh, nice. When I read it, I started dreaming about it all the bloody time and having strange nightmares, which is weird because that's sort of what it does. You know, when you read the book, there's more to it than the films. And yeah, I was having nightmares about it. Very creepy. Ian said Doncaster. Peachy Night, you right, mate? UK Survivor, yeah, that would be a good video, mate. Yeah, I'm going to do it eventually. I've had it written down for ages, but that's what I wanted to do, sort of homemade shit hit the fan armor, or easy to find shit hit the fan armor. So it would all be stuff like crash helmets, goggles, you know, eye protection you could get from home base, shin pads, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Weapon stuff. When I get enough on Patreon, I might end up getting a PAS GT or M88 helmet / M88 helmet, as lots of people ask for videos on them, and they are very good helmets. They were standard US helmet until recently. All right, I'll have a look at that quickly. Yeah, I wouldn't mind any helmets. It's just, how much do they cost around then, Liam? There's one for there, 60 quid. That's affordable, isn't it? That's not too bad. But you know, and you know it's going to be good. No Comply said, thanks for helping with the air rifle ID. Shit hit the fan armor sounds cool. What do you think of the talk about licensing air rifles? I hope they don't do it. But if they do, I would have to get one. You know what I mean? That would really annoy me if they did. No Comply. You know, when you did ask about the air rifle, I did say the right one, didn't I? Because funny thing is, when I looked on when you said there was 2 on there, but it was the normal like wood stock one, wasn't it, that you wanted the name for? Yeah, it was a Slavia. Fucking itchy nose like usual. Yeah, I would get a license. I'd obviously have to. I had heard if it's the same as how Scotland do it, you just have to get the license. They don't like the majority of the times they don't check. and you don't have to have any of the stuff registered. You know, literally just have the license, and you can have as many air guns as you want. If it's like that, that wouldn't bother me too much. You know what I mean? But I'd have to do it because I'm not giving up my air rifles. You know what I mean? Arthur said Cujo was a great movie, but the book was better. That's one I've not read yet. I have seen the film though, but yeah, I'm gonna do that one day. Just gonna catch up with these. So Daddy's Live said, "Hey, WeaponCollector, do you like shooting long range? If so, what's your favourite round?" I'll be honest, I've never shot a bullet rifle. I've shot shotguns. And the longest distance I've probably ever shot is about 30 meters, to be honest. Random stuff over here, £50 plus. Normally, as the UK Army don't use them. Yeah, that's not too bad for something that's like a proper thing. Pete said football shin pads would be a good and cheap. Yeah, definitely, mate. That's the kind of stuff I'd be looking at. You know what I mean? Random stuff. The British helmets weren't as good as the MK7 or MK6 or Marks. Yeah, but those are not actually Kevlar, despite what everyone thinks. They're actually ballistic nylon. All right. No, goodbye. I had that air rifle when I was a kid. Thanks again, mate. It was right. One more thing. What do you think about making your own bushcraft task challenge videos like back in the day? I'm going to do that. Bushcraft had mentioned it, and I've got it planned. I just need to work out how I'm going to do it. Like what, you know, I'm going to set it up and that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that should be definitely coming. It's just I need to think about what I'm going to call it, how I'm going to set it up. Yeah, I think that'd be an interesting thing to do. And get people involved, you know, like the shooting competition. I like that kind of stuff, getting people involved in it. Because it gets some other people a bit of exposure that they deserve. You know what I mean? That's partly really what the shooting competition was about. It was just so other people could get on my channel, get some people on my channel, and they could get a bit of exposure. You know what I mean? UK Survivor. Sorry, didn't do my first video like I said, as I was setting everything up. Setting up my laptop ran into some issues. Getting it fixed Saturday. Hope we do some video Sunday. That's all right, mate. Did I subscribe to you in the end? I'll have a look, but I don't know if I did. If anyone's got a channel they think I'd be interested in, let me know. You know what I mean? Crazy Chicken Guy testing everyday gloves, leather work gloves, etc. would be good against. Yeah, would be good against leather slash attacks. Yeah, yeah, that's on there. All that kind of. Yeah, that's what you'd want. Like, you know, maybe thick gardening gloves. You know, anything that would help. You know, you know, I think it'd make an interesting video, wouldn't it? Find out the easiest, best things we can find for that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Lady Potatoes in at weapons and stuff. The padding in stock PASGTs is awful. Just about every helmet manufacturer make pads that actually allow your head to breathe. No comply said, yeah, I'd be up for that, and I'd make reply videos. What challenges would you do? I'm not sure yet. It'd probably be similar to the ones we did with Grimbo that time. But I don't know. I'd have, like I said, I'd have to think about it. But it would probably be the basic bushcraft type stuff, I suppose. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's what that was all about. It was to see if people could do the basics. You know what I mean? You know, the important things anyway. And then if we get enough people, I suppose you could go on to make it a bit more complex sort of thing. You know, it'd be the simple things. You know, like his was just collect water, make a fire. And it didn't matter how you made the fire. You could make it any way you wanted. You could literally just light some paper under some wood. That would do it. Or if you wanted to, you could do you know, bow drill and all that if that's what you wanted to do. But yeah, I think we'll keep it the simple stuff first, the important stuff. Gather any kind of food in the wild, gather some water in the wild, make a fire in the wild, make a shelter in the wild. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. Pocket Full said, hello, mate. You right, mate? Gonna have a look how many people are on. Everyone been liking the stream and that? I know we get less on a day like this at this kind of time. British Smith, Kevlar motorcycle jacket would be good improvised armour. Yeah, I'll have to do a thing one day, and we'll discuss, or we're sort of discussing it now, but we could have like a proper long discussion about it, you know, for ideas. I've got quite a few anyway, you know what I mean, but it'd all be stuff you could easily find. Tell this with impromptu. Look, I ain't even cleaned out my knuckle duster cup. Other stuff said, yeah, Lady Potato. Never seen the inside of an actual PAS GT, but I know a lot of modern helmets, they cocked the design up, and they sit too tight on your head, causing brain damage if the helmet is hit. Fucking hell. Pocketful said, "Can I be cheeky? Would you be so kind to give a shout out to my little lad? His name is Nathaniel." Right, Nathaniel. And his birthday is Saturday. Oh, happy birthday for Saturday then, Nathaniel. I hope you have a good birthday, mate. Lady Potato said, luckily it's not too tight for most people, but the issue is that the air channels are basically non-existent, so you cook worse than a Mark 6. Pocketfield said, thanks, mate. He said, thank you very much. Ah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I always liked a good shout out. Even to this day, it still makes my day when someone mentions me in a video. Also, PS is going to be 6. All right. No, nice. Thanks, I didn't have any idea. You know what I mean? Random stuff. You can see the actual old combat helmets. The harness system is designed so the actual helmet moves freely off the head. My right helmet is designed to sit quite loose for that reason. Yeah, like I said, I've never had any helmets. I think Matt's got a few, but I do want some because they would be a good thing. Like I said, I've got, if it ever came to it, hard hats. If you know, if it really came down to it, and I needed something, hard hat would be better than nothing. You know, they are designed for taking hits. Obviously, it ain't gonna stop a bullet. You know what I mean? But you know, if something's falling on your head, at least it'll protect you from that, won't it? So. Pete said, I'm going to get some aluminium strips and pop rivet them to some shin guards. I also have a cheap plastic bicycle chest armor that will add some metal to. Oh, nice. Talking about rivets, I got these in the post today with the Patreon money. I ordered some stuff when I got the recent lot, and some of it came today. I'll explain. I'll show you what I got, and we'll see if you can guess what they're for. So, first thing is these, which you lot should know if you watch. If you watch all my videos, you'll know what they are for. So, can you tell me what they're for? I don't know if you can see them. That's one thing I got. I ordered about 10 things. So those, some alkaline batteries for something. Probably guess what that's for. Rivets. 100, 4mm, 10mm rivets. I'll show you that in a minute. Peach, yeah, you was right. Crossbow, mate. Weapon stuff. I'll tell you the other thing in a minute. Yeah, with a hard hat, if you think of the inside harness, you want the helmet to actually be like that. Yeah, so the helmet's not actually touching your head, is it? It's like floating on the harness, isn't it? Not padded massively, as the padding, while it seems like a good idea, allows more force to transfer. I get it now. I wasn't really thinking about it. Yeah, you're on a hard hat. You have the thing sat on your head, don't you? That's your helmet's like almost above it, isn't it? Yeah, Pete said crossbow. Red, you right, mate? And then Crazy Chicken said, yeah, said crossbow. That's for the crossbow. I also got some of this, which I've already been using. Kydex. I'd assume most of you would know what Kydex is, but Kydex, when you heat it, you can form it round things. And it will actually, when you heat it up, form it to the shape, and then once it's cooled, it'll stay at that shape. So I'll show you what I made, but this is just a prototype. I'm going to make a proper one, and if they're good enough, I may sell them. I'll show you it in a second. I had a nosebleed then. I'll just read these comments quickly. Crazy Chicken Guy, have you ever read Zombie Survival Guide? There's a section on there of shit at Van Armour. No, I've never read that, mate. I've heard of it though, but it's one of them I've never got round to. Like Pete said, stops the transfer of energy to your skull. All right, this is what I made with that Kydex. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. I'm going to make this. This is the prototype. And that fits on. Got a proper weaver mount. Tip fell off of that one. Needs a bit of adjusting, but that one was good enough for me to make a prototype of to get what I want next time. You know what I mean? But if anyone was interested and they come out good enough, I might sell them. I don't know where that tip went. It flew off somewhere. Right, Pete said Kydex is great stuff. You don't need a lot of heat for it. No, I'll just use like a heat gun. Perfect, isn't it? Yeah, so that was a crossbow bolt quiver for a pistol, because they don't actually do them, which is weird enough. But I realised I need to adjust it slightly. But yeah, hook straight on. It just goes on with a proper mount. Kydex. You get 6 bolts. I could make them more. You know, you could have 10 on there if you wanted to. I reckon you could make some good armour with Kydex. Mould it to your body. Yeah, I did think of that. Not armour though, but I was thinking today about something crossed my mind about shin pads for some reason. Or arm pads. I don't know what it was, but something made me think of that. It's just whether you'd have to put something on a cloth over, because it does get hot enough that you can't quite touch it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that would work. When I said, isn't Zombie Survival Guide the one that states medieval armour is too heavy, written by someone without a clue clearly as medieval knights could run easily with the armour on? I had heard, not that, but I had heard there was some weird like mistakes in the Zombie Survival Guide or stuff that wasn't right, you know, if you knew a bit about stuff, you know what I mean? Crazy Chicken Guy, yeah, that's the one. Z not Z, right, mate? He said that's pretty cool. Good way to carry extra bolts. Yeah, I thought that would be perfect, wouldn't it? For and they don't make them. It'd be attached to the crossbow like the rifle ones. You know what I mean? And if anyone was interested in, I could sell them. You know. No scrapping. The only problem with medieval armor, it doesn't stop bullets and it's overkill to human teeth. That's probably what they meant. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Jack Striker, right, mate? He said, just dropped in, saw you were live. Have you heard of the latest proposal to ban knives with points? We had seen that, Jack, yeah. I think Liam had mentioned it on maybe Friday's chat, or on his chat. Yeah, completely ridiculous, isn't it? You know what I mean? Weird the crap they come out with. The thing is, you don't even know what to say, do you? It's so fucking like a joke. Randy Potatoes, that's great for stopping arrows, crossbow bolts, and impacts, though. Richard Smith. Some high impact polymers are strong. I'll shoot a 3mm thick piece with a 50-pound bow in it, only penetrated about 1 inch before stopping the arrow. That's good. Preaching it. I would not trust Zombie Survival Guide. I think one part of it tells you to take the takedown buttons on the Glock is a safety, for fuck's sake. I had heard there was some stuff like that in that book, that it was just wrong, you know. It's maybe just one of the Reddit, I don't know. Polycarbonate of sufficient thickness would be a good idea for shit fan armor. Yeah, there's loads of stuff. I'll have to do a video one day, definitely. You know, oh, like I said, I've got it planned. I just never got round to it. It's getting all the stuff. I need to get the stuff together, and then having the nerve to stand there wearing it, because I'd have to wear it. You know what I mean? The stuff. I think it's more someone who doesn't understand the armor fit well and worked. Well, I'll be honest. I think a lot of people assume medieval armor you couldn't run in it, but you know they've proved now that you can. Yeah, modern Kevlar type stuff would be far better, but against zombies, mail and plate would be good. Would work wonders. Yeah. They dictated modern Kevlar is also only really covers your vitals. Dora DD, right, mate? And you said, is that a grozer on the wall, one above the iPad? No, I'll tell you what that is, and don't be bothered by not getting it right, because no one's ever got it right apart from one person who I think was lying, cheating. That gun is a Chinese Model 86S bullpup rifle, which is like a modified AK-47, basically. If you could see it close up, you'd see what I mean. You can actually, when you know it's a modified AK-47, you can tell. You know what I mean? Crazy Chicken Guy, what were the metal stamps for putting your initials on stuff you could use to make called? I'm looking for some. Number letter stamps. That's all it is, mate. I'll just check. They're on Screwfix, I know that. Hang on. Yeah, if you just put in number letter stamps, they should come up. They've come up on mine. Yeah. That's they should come up, mate. Lady Peters, she said now it's Type 86S. Pete said even cheap butted chain would be good for zombies. Weapon stuff. As people mentioned a lot, motorcycle armor is basically the best bet. If it can give you a good protection from falling off a bike at speed on concrete, it would be good against teeth and nails. Yeah, definitely. That's the kind of thing you want. It's the best thing. Just look at the stuff that's designed to stop cutting, falling, impacts. You know what I mean? And this, you know, it's designed for it. Your best bet, isn't it? For getting stuff that's already made anyway. You know what I mean? You know, you could make your own stuff, but if you can get something that's ready made for those purposes, that's the thing, isn't it? Richard Smith, I wonder if those giant blue PVC water drums could be used for armor. I've seen someone turn one of them into a riot shield that was really good. That was on Tumblr. They'd they'd cut one of those, cut it like down, cut the edge off, if you know what I mean, so it was curved as well. Yeah, and turned it into a riot shield. Quite good. Otherwise, flat vests would work well as they cover a lot more than the front and back Kevlar vests. Yeah, if I had to wear something like that and I only had my small armor, you know, my normal armor, covert armor, I would probably get some cheap armor and cut the panels into shapes to come down further, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It'd be better than nothing. Praise Team Gabriel, thank you. I'm ordering some now. Yeah, number letter stamps. I've thinking I need some new ones. First grappling, you could get one of those bomb disposal suits and just walk amongst them. Yeah, definitely. Just walk down to local police station. Lady Potatoes, do you mean get heat exhaustion after 100 meters? Dora, I purchased a camp knife similar to the Duk Duk, but it has a locking mechanism. When you open it, you have to push the blade to the left side and it closes. Oh, because you commented on the old Duk Duk knife, didn't you? I quite like them. They're unusual, aren't they? I was surprised when more people didn't know about them, to be honest. Bednut say, why don't zombies eat each other? That's what I want to know. And it all depends what zombies as well. Don't some zombies only like brains as well, don't they? So there might be some, politicians will be safe, won't they? It's all about eating brains. Like weapon and stuff. May have mentioned before, but ever seen Project Grizzly Bear proof suit? Yes, I have. I have seen that. Troy Hurtubus. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook, and it's his private account as well. I just went and added him once, and he just accepted it. It surprised me. It was his personal account and everything. Yeah, Troy Hurtubus. I like him. He reckons he's made load of He's really interesting bloke, actually. He reckons he's invented loads of stuff. He's invented this special bulletproof stuff, bulletproof panels, that he was going to give to the US Army because his nephew or brother was in the army. And he invented this stuff that you could put on the outside of the cars and that. And no matter what he tested it on, you couldn't get through it. And he said he was going to give it to them, and they wouldn't have it. And he's made some other stuff. He's really interesting. He is. I'll carry on with your comment now. Was made to prevent more injuries from grizzly bears, but they tested it by hitting the guy with bats and casts, and it worked. Yeah, I remember seeing a video of him. There's one where he goes to outside a biker place, and then the bikers come out and they're battering him with baseball bats. And he's just stood there. One of them whacked him around the head so hard he falls down, but it's not hurting him. Yeah, Troy Hurtubus. He's really interesting. He is. Pete said, I know the Slingshot channel made a Viking shield from thick polycarbonate to stop any bow. Oh, nice. I have to look that up. Dirk said, oh, an EOD shield suit. An EOD suit would be cool. Humble Sailboat, Mike, you ever have a set of night sight goggles, mate? No, I've never had any of them. Did you get my message today, Jumble Sailboat? I haven't been back on eBay, not eBay, fucking AOL since I sent it, so I don't know if you've replied to me. Don't matter though. Jack Striker, you could walk stood inside a drum if you cut the bottom out and then pop up and fire from inside the drum like a human tank. He does that on Metal Gear, sort of. Pete said, choke on them. What, their brains? Derek said, yeah, what would be your vehicle of choice for zombie apocalypse? The MRAP would be a good choice, and I would probably pick the MRAP. I've never heard of that. We've got some crew cab tipper lorries that I reckon would be good for shit at the fan, because you've got the cab that could actually sit at least 6 to 8 people easily, and then you've got the whole back that you can make into anything, armor it out. You know what I mean? We've got 2 of them, so we'd be ready to go. Jordan Font, you head, all right, mate. How you doing, mate? Creative Chicken Guy. Does your Amazon link work on the UK site? Does it work for Prime? I use Amazon a lot, and we'll be happy to have that. It only works for well, I'll tell you what, try and go on to use the Amazon.com link, and then from there go to Amazon.co.uk. Might work. Otherwise, I'll tell you what I've got to do. When I made that Amazon thing, you could only do it for Amazon.com and dollars, but they've done it like this year or last year, so you can do a UK one. So I'll have to do that. Try it. Try and go use my link and then go to the English one from that. But it probably won't work. But I'll set it up so it will do soon. Weapon and stuff doesn't surprise me about not adopting good ideas. All the military stuff is bribes to big companies, military industry complex and all that. Yeah, look him up. He's a really interesting bloke. Yeah, he did that suit. He's done like a Mark like 4 now of that, and it's a lot smaller. Yeah, he's a really interesting bloke. He is. Bit mad. Do you know what I mean? Have you seen the other stuff where he talks about when the bear came down, it accidentally actually ran into him, and or I don't know if it ran into him, but ran and stopped right in front of him, and he said, he fully admitted, right? He said, when the bear stopped in front of me, I pissed and shit myself, and then he was waiting for it to kill him. He said, and then when it didn't kill him, he said he pulled out his 2 great big Bowie knives, which both had like 12-inch blades on, and was prepared to try and fight it just for a second, and he said the bear sniffed him, and then just sort of went like that, whacked him about 3 meters back on the ground, and then just went. And then he said after that, that was when he made the suit and wanted to go, you know, wanted to go and see the bear again, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, very interesting. That was his own story, that. Richard Smith, a lot of Kevlar motorbike jackets are designed to let air through summer riding, so overheat it wouldn't be much trouble. Yeah. Rumble Sailboo said, yes, mate, thanks, replied. Ah, nice one. No comply said, snake. You mean Metal Gear Solid? Yeah. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid, mate. I don't know what I said. What did I say? Bush Grapping, yeah. I use the UK Amazon too much, so I would definitely use your link, but it only works for US. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll set it up. I can set up a UK one now. I just hadn't done it. So I'll do that. I'll set up a UK one. It might be worth doing. The only reason I didn't is because I thought, oh, it's another thing I've got to keep checking constantly. Do you know what I mean? I have too many bloody websites I'm sort of connected to already, but it's in my interest to do it, isn't it? So I might as well. Lady Fact said, let me hang on, test if it does. I'm getting back with the questions again, but because you get behind on these sort of things, people answer stuff that was like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, always wanted a set of night vision goggles, just never got round to getting a good set, probably more than what I could afford to. Yeah. Closest thing or anything like that, my cousin had a thing similar to what Weapon Stuff's got, like a night vision camera type thing that I got to use one day with him. Dirk D said the MRAP was an armoured car that used by the US Army and has a machine gun on its roof. I know that no one can get one of those as a civilian, but hypothetical aside, and that's better. Oh, I know what you mean, yeah. Oh, hypothetically, yeah, I'd like something like that, yeah. You know, I don't know what is a good vehicle, but, you know, you always see the old fucking Hummers, and is that it that you see them going in? They look good. Bush Grappin, I listened to the Meat Eater podcast, and they say bear spray. Will you ever need firearm problems usually occur when shooting your mate? It's all you need. Oh, bear spray is all you need. Firearms problem only occur with shooting with your mate. I just about got it anyway. Pete said, made the ash hiking stick the other day, rounded the top of it, drilled and counter Sunco, lanyard hole, then tapered the bottom to accept a rubber doorstop as a rubber base. Oh, nice. You don't whack all your stuff on as videos, do you, Peach? I know you did the one that you sent me, but you don't actually really do them, do you? You should. You should wax them on. I'd like to see a video of that. Or you can send me a picture if you want. That'll satisfy my curiosity. You know what I mean? People, if you did a video on it, people would watch it. You know what I mean? Pete said, looks like Morgan's stuff from The Walking Dead, but with no point on it. Tell you what I found in my shed today, a point about that long with a little groove in it. It's ready for just drilling a hole in something, put it in, and then the groove was for putting a pin in to hold it in. Fucking nose is itching like a bastard. Right. Melanie Rob, you right, mate? Lady Potato, Jumbo Sabu, Gen 1 are like 70 quid. Gen 2 use the 800, Gen 3, 1,500 to 3,000. No comply. Did you know Death Stranding is actually Metal Gear Solid 0? Taking place before Metal Gear Solid 3. Anyway, no, I didn't know that, and that sounds interesting to me. I'd love that. But one of my favourite things in the world is Metal Gear. It's like entertainment type things. You know what I mean? Books, games, films. Metal Gear was being the top 3 probably. Entertainment things. You know what I mean? Anyway, I was in the army. The best night vision goggles are military. The civvy stuff is no good unless you pay lots. Yeah, I would probably never bother myself because I just ain't got the money for even cheap stuff. Basically a Hummer on natural protein and hours intensive training. Ah, nice. Double Sabu, I think it would have to be first gen, then ideal for watching doggers from the local picnicking site. Right, Lady Potato Gen 1 generally need powerful IR filters to see very far, but are sometimes better than nothing. Yeah. IR's not filters. IR lights, not filters. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Yeah, I've seen actual Gen 1 night vision for sale cheaply. Only infrared cameras like mine that can do light application. Wouldn't mind getting Gen 1 night vision, though, to walk around with in the dark. Marius, right, mate. He said, how come you collect weapons? Is it just a passion, or were you in the army? Just a passion. Always been interested in weapons. And yeah. All it is really, just always like weapons. Yeah, that's all I say really. I like weapons and like shooting, you know, yeah. Lady Potatoes just made an Amazon order, kept the ref portion intact and just changed it from .com to .co.uk. It will have to, I'll tell you if it works. You know, it might do because you went to Amazon through my link. I don't know. I'll tell you how you might be able to tell is, I think when you go through my links, after the Amazon.com bit, there'll be like a little number. Like summer, not you know, set of numbers, I don't know. But we'll see. It don't matter anyway. But I appreciate it. Hopefully it works. But yeah, you know, it might work. It'd be good if it did. If not, I'll do a UK one. Like I said, up until about maybe this year, last year, you couldn't do it. So I had to do it. And this was in the Patreon's probably the best thing I ever did, to be honest. But in the old days, the only way I could ever make any money from YouTube to support the videos was ads on my blog. But that will only accept, like, because my thing's a weapon blog, I can only do, like, Google ads wouldn't, well, I was chucked off of Google ads anyway. And then a lot of other ad places wouldn't do it. So the other alternative was to do the Amazon links at the same time. And I think altogether I've probably had, I haven't had a lot of them, but $200. That's because I'll tell you what, it was so bad at one point. I didn't get paid from Amazon for about 7 years. But then suddenly it started coming when I started doing the putting the YouTube video links and actually mentioning it, you know. DD said, what are your thoughts on the M4 Sherman tank? Darn it, I don't know a lot about them, mate. I don't really know a lot about any tanks. How long until you see if something has been ordered for it? Well, I could look later. The Amazon one's a bit of a weird one. It used to be really easy to find out exactly what was bought and that and when, and then they changed it all, you know, like they do with YouTube. And then I struggle to find the stuff now, but I'll have a look. Well, I said I love weapons too. I always wanted to join the army, IDF or French Foreign Legion when I was a kid and teenager, but never had, sadly. Yeah, I always wanted to join the army when I was younger, but by the time I got to about 16, I'd changed my mind. Started smoking and drinking. Pete said, sent you a picture of a pic of the hiking thing. Cheers, I'll have a look when we finish this. Better not see Sherman's equal once and one flick and they lit. Tumble Saber, Beckett, I'll just buy one of them old Red Kids click and shoe ties from the 80s. Oh, what the hell? Yeah. Paint it black and duct tape it to my face. That should be wise. Yeah, just wonder why you keep going like that as you're walking along. Stuff. Only the first gen Shermans. Later on, they were the best medium tank of the war. Not the jumbo though. Lady Potato said, all right. They're not the. I would disagree. Might stay on for a little bit longer than an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I didn't do an all-nighter though. As I said, do research on them. Then the Tommy Cooker was very early Shermans. Later on, they were easily the best medium tank of the war. Compared them to the T-38 and Panzer IV, they were far better. I'll have to go in a few minutes, Andy. Got a rehearsal. Only about 3 left now. Oh, 3 left, and then you got to do it. Nice. You did tell us what you was doing, didn't you? Did I ask? I think you did, didn't you? I'm glad you joined in anyway, mate. Yeah. D said the Firefly was an amazing Sherman. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know anything about tanks. Everyone been liking the stream? Right, bad. I got 19 viewers on. He said, Liam, do you ever record the plays you're in? Oh, someone might. I don't know if he does himself. No complaint. The army is really PC now. Lots of friends have left. Speaking of PC, would you say that your videos get censored for YouTube algorithms? I know that YouTube have around with the coding. Potentially. I have had 2 videos that was blocked in the UK, and as far as I'm aware, there was nothing that should have got them blocked in the UK. So those 2, though, I suspect it's not actually YouTube. It's YouTube having to do it, but on the request of the UK government. Yeah. Yeah, so do you have any Soviet-made guns? I don't think so. I say I don't think so because I forget what I've got half the time. But it would be cool if you had recorded it. Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that, carry on type thing, yeah. We'll have to drop my trousers tonight. Yeah, Firefly's... And Firefly's 17 PR was the best anti-tank gun of the war. My granddad was a gunner and a field gun, 17 PDR. Oh, nice. Said so again, I would disagree. Tumblesar Blue, know a bloke who did a lot of those pyrotechnics for the stunts on the Combat Dealers show. Did you ever watch it? Combat Dealers, yeah, I think I watched one of them the other day. Mate, he's got like, I don't know if he's bald or short haired anywhere, short haired, quite stocky, wears glasses, and has the bloke with him. And he was in Russia. I think that's the one, isn't it? I've only ever seen the one episode though. It looked quite good though. They said my grandpa fought in the Cyprus War as an artillery commander. I had old American artillery, 155 and 203 millimeter. He said to me once. I said my grandpa fought in Axis at the start of the war. Then the Allies made it to Stalingrad back. Yeah, I think my granddad either wasn't old enough. I don't know. He didn't fight though, unless he was. He may have been like he couldn't join or something. Do you know what I mean? Some kind of something kept him out of it. His dad died in World War one day before the war finished, shot by a sniper after he'd finished his time and went back again. So he'd done the however long you do, came back and went back again. And then one day before the war ended, he was shot by a sniper. Jack Striker Liam, it's a farce. Like, no sex, please, we're British. Yeah, I think that's the kind of thing he sort of said, you know. Carry on type stuff. Yeah, my granddad used 25 PDR, anti-personnel, and 17 PDR. Oh, my other granddad saying that was in the yeah, that was my dad's dad and dad's granddad. My mum's dad and all of his brothers was all in World War II. Navy. Quite a few of them was in the Navy. Switched to a lot of the artillery units to counter Tiger tanks. Yeah, that sort of thing, yeah. Lady Potato, great-grandfather fought in World War II as part of the cavalry for the Soviets. But yeah, that's the show. The guy I know bought over a deactivated RPG-7 legally adapted to fire dummy projectiles. Oh, nice. There was an episode where a skip had blown up. My friend did that. Oh, nice one. I'll have to watch it. It must be on. It's one of them. Must be on at a weird time, and I'll miss it. And I tell you what, up until like maybe a year ago, on Sky, on the free channels of Sky, you couldn't actually get Quest. So I couldn't watch fucking Quest for ages. And now I always forget it's even there. I think that's on Quest, isn't it? Look, Dealey, my grandfather was kind of lucky because Cyprus is so close to Turkey. Artillery range is very long. They gave support from Turkey. Richard Smith deleted his message. I'm not doing my old man's RAF, World War II, in North Africa and Italy. Yeah, my mum's dad used to tell me stories, Navy stories, when I was little, but sadly I can't bloody remember any of them anymore. But I used to enjoy that. When he put us to bed, he'd tell us stories and that. Well, the only one I can remember that he told us was if you joined the Navy and you couldn't swim, they would just tie a rope around you, chuck you in the sea. And if you started drowning, they'd pull you back up. You know, just do that till you swim. Oh, that's the only thing I can remember of his stories, you know. I remember him, you know what I mean? But, you know, maybe more will come back to me now that I've said about that one, you know. Dirk D's got to go. See you later, mate. Mara said, what's your opinion on Eastern European guns? Yeah, I don't mind them. I like any gun, to be honest. You know, yeah, so if you look at them guns, they're probably from all over the place. But yeah, I've got nothing against any gun, really. I just like the guns I like the look of, if you know what I mean. Richard Smith, my great-grandfather was in the Boer War in the 1900s era. Oh, nice. Richard Smith, my great-grandfather. Oh, I read that. No, comply. My granddad was a Spitfire pilot. My 9 great-uncles all died but one. Some in Dunkirk, some in Bologna, Italy. My surviving great-uncle was recruited to make propaganda films during World War II. Oh, nice. Yeah. I'll tell you what, saying about propaganda films, they're not propaganda films, what I'm going to mention, but I love those old, the 1940s Sherlock Holmes films. They start to become like almost like propaganda films. And there's one where it's Sherlock Holmes versus the Nazis. You know what I mean? And I could imagine watching that at the time, how much it would stir you up and, you know, Sherlock Holmes battering the Nazis. You know what I mean? Scrapping, my granddad fought in World War II but was wounded just outside Germany on the border. My grandfather was a dispatch rider and part-time bodyguard for Churchill. When he walked around crowds, my grandfather would wear a long trench coat and was issued a Webley pistol. Oh, nice. I've seen that because there's the famous one, isn't there? His actual bodyguard, wasn't there? So I know exactly what you mean and the kind of look. Well, Frog, right, mate. Neither of my grandparents fought in World War II. Some of my relatives on mum's side fought in the Irish War of Independence and Irish Civil War that followed. Now I fight against Islam and the establishment. Yeah, definitely. I like that. I comply, trying to give you a link somewhere on YouTube, but I can't put it on chat. What's the link? Yeah, you can't put them on here. But if you well, I've got like a Twitter or a Facebook or private message me or email me and I could put it on. But yeah, people in chats, they don't let you do it on here. Then say about a propaganda film, isn't that documentary about a pedigree goose? Fuck's sake, you and your jokes. I must admit that I love a terrible joke, so as long as it's a clever, terrible joke. Pete said, I want the sawn-off double-barrel shotgun, but it's a shame you can't change the length of the barrel of a DX shotgun. Doesn't make sense to me. Still a wall hanger, either way. Yeah, exactly. The closest, do you know you can get an old little one, a little replica one, legally without the license. It's a Denix replica, but it's got the old kind of hammers on the outside. That's the thing. That's about the only thing you can get. Because deactivated double barrel sawn-off shotgun would probably be a lot of money as well. If you didn't know about that, yeah. Bullfrog may have looked at them recently. He may know where they are. The only place I know where they might be is on Battle Orders. Yeah, Jumbo Sabu, Denix coach gun. I would get one of them if I had the money. What the price are they anyway? But yeah, that's about the only thing you can get in it, I think. I won't keep looking on this sort of thing. Yeah, anyone know about what kind of price? Yeah, seen them on some nice websites. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Pete, that's about the only thing you can get, really. But I know what you mean. But I'll be honest with you, I always wanted to cut down the pump action shotgun. I've always loved the look of the sawn-off pump action shotgun. Bullfrog said, no, you can't, mate. Unfortunately, it's 1881, but it needs to be 1870 and before. I did not know that. The only reason I say I didn't know that, because everything I've ever looked at said there was openly, like there was acceptable to sell without one. You know what I mean? Maybe it's one of them things, they sell them legally, really, but, you know, get away with it. I don't know. Number Sabu, about 70 bid odd, mate. Richard Smith, Mike, did you look up the Paradox rifles by Holland and Holland like upscale double barrel shotguns? No, I'll look that up now. Bullfrog said, anyway, got to go, make my own dinner. Take care. Yeah, see you later, mate. Yeah, I had to cook dinner today. I'll look them things up now, Richard. Oh yes, no, I have seen them. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that's what you Yeah, if that's it. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know. I've definitely seen something like that. I'm on Google looking at it now. No complaint. Do you think they'll try and ban crossbows? I think they might do one day, or maybe license them. But I don't know. Hopefully not. But I reckon they could try and ban everything eventually, wouldn't they? But you know, I think they're trying to now. Like people are trying to get it to happen. Just this month or last month, there was someone, May, there was some bloody reporter saying that he'd gone into some shop in a high street and bought a highly dangerous assault rifle style crossbow. What the fuck does that mean? There's no such thing as an assault rifle type crossbow, you know. Jacobs, Oscar, what did I miss? Well, we're just general talk at the minute, mate. So join in with whatever you can bring something new in, or at the minute we're talking about crossbows now. They'll ban crossbows when gangs start using them. Banned in Northern Ireland, I think. Yeah, I think they are. I'm not sure though. Pete said just the HTTP and www. Oh yeah, just if you remove the first bit of the link, it will go on. And then people just add that bit. Yeah, so just take the HTTP and the www dot. Remove them and then put the link on. I'm a Spartan. No crossbows are bulky and hard to conceal, so they won't ban. No, that's a good point. That didn't cross my mind. Yeah, that is partly what would possibly stop it happening. Yeah, because you can't conceal it. And they're slow. They're not saying no comply, fuck's sake, don't give the bastards ideas. Jumbo Sabu, White Up, 1881 double barrel shotgun by Danix. Oh, maybe that's the one. Yeah, maybe that's the one, Jumbo Sabu. I think that probably is the one. Yeah, that I was thinking of. I don't know. As far as I'm aware, though, Jumbo Sabu, you can buy those without a VCR thing, can't you? Them ones, I thought. You know, I may be wrong, but I've always thought that when I went on the websites I've been on, they never said you needed one for them. Here's Blades and Bows. Blades and Bows does not say on this bit that you need a VCRA thing for that gun, the White Earth one. Then I may be wrong. I don't know. Lady potatoes, all right, popping off now. Gonna make some dinner. See you later, mate. Yeah, we've already had ours. We have our dinner at 5:30 when everyone gets back from work. Jumbo Sabu, yeah, I believe so, mate. Yeah, I don't know. I thought you could get them ones. Jacob Susker, so I had an idea. If someone was to take your house by attack with a knife and you would be the first thing to your left as a weapon, what would it be? Well, this just happens to be to my left. That just happened to be at my left, but yeah, that's what would have been there. Richard Smith, it's silly banning crossbows. All you need is a length of wood and a car leaf spring, and you have made a crossbow far more powerful than any store-bought crossbow. Yeah, exactly. Dock of Ages, I've been making dusters out of hard plastic material I use for bus stops. Works quite well. Just needs thicker sheets. Does okay for coffin poppers too. Oh, nice. Probably not a good idea to say that on here though, but I don't know what country you're in, mate. Rumble Salvo. If Blades and Bows, it will be VCR exempt as they won't sell bright coloured ones. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Oh no, I don't know. It was just Bullfrog saying you couldn't buy the 1880 ones. Pete said on Blades and Bows it says pre-1870 weapons. And like I said, I think it's just one of the things. Technically, yes, it is supposed to be 1870, but I think they just write well, as long as it looks old, you can get away with it. You know what I mean? Iron Man Spartan banning fine crafted knives and sporting goods is so stupid. Most crimes are committed using garden. I know, so annoying, isn't it? I'll tell you what, Jock, I'll hide that for you. You know what I mean? That's gone now. So even though I've read it out, don't matter. It's all right. It's all good, isn't it? You know what I mean? I also Chuck said it. Oops. And he said, "I'm from Nowhereistan." Normal Sour thing is, if all weapons are banned, libraries would be out of a job. Liberal libraries, fuck's sake, liberals would be out of a job. I thought that was a bit weird. Libraries would be out of a job. Liberals would be out of a job. Oh, fucking arm. Done something to my arm. I don't. Well, this is the reason I haven't done anything to my arm. But I've got something wrong with the joint of my arm. It's been hurting for like at least 3 months now. Bushcraft, right, guys. See you in the next stream. See you later, mate. Next one will be Friday, I reckon. But I'll do an impromptu one because I'll be able to get videos done now. Now I've finished reading them books. See you later, mate. Let me know when you get the package. Jumble Sabu, Wanker's Crown, mate. Could be. Oh, I don't know what it is, but it's made this arm really weak. Sometimes when I pick stuff up, like I could pick something up like this crossbow, and that's hurting to pick that up. You know, and that's like anything. I'm as button. They might be thinking of. They might ban thinking for yourself soon. Watch out. Yeah, I've definitely. Yeah, I think so, mate. Thought crimes and all that. They've already started that. Thought crimes. Jumble Sabu's at elbow on them. Ricky Nugs, is he going or staying? Goodbye to some. No, I'm staying on, mate. I'm staying on. I'll be on for about only another 20 minutes, though. I'm not going to be on all night this time. I'm already doing half an hour longer than I said. Rita Smith, a lot of the ninja weapons were gardening tools originally, but Japan tried outlawing peasants' own weapons. Yeah, and then the UK saw that there was ninja weapons and started banning all of them for no reason. No comply to it's a complete joke. Government always ruin things. Our crime rate is worse than New York City. Anyway, sometimes it feels like the country is falling to bits. What do you think will mostly be shit hit the fan here? I'm not sure, mate. I don't know. Hopefully nothing happens, but you know, rioting stuff will probably happen again, won't it? And you know what I mean? I don't know. Some kind of civil bloody war. Who knows? But I'm hoping nothing. You know what I mean? Sticky Notes, try sending a message, but a bit baked. No comply. Try cod liver oil for your joints. Really works well. I'll try that. Brian said might be tendonitis. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's really weird. It's my elbow, and it's made my whole entire arm weak when I try to lift. Even that gives it a little bit of a twinge. You know, very bizarre. I've not had it looked at. I was hoping it would go away. Because it don't seem to be getting worse, but it's not getting better. Dickie knows what you've been doing today and what theme of the chat you've been talking about. It's your nose. Yeah, I can't stop, mate. As soon as I come on video, can't stop it. Gonna have a look back. Just general stuff today we've been talking about. Sticky Nugs. I don't know. Funny thing is, since we've done it, I forget. Since we've what was we talking about? I was talking about World War I and II at one point, what our grandparents had done, or great grandparents. Infrared goggles. Oh, shit hit fan armor. No comply. Nice talking, mate. I'm off now, mate. Take it easy. See you next time. See you later, mate. Just for joining in. Taking us, what's up with your nose? No, it's just I need to shave the hair under my nose, and I need to get a bloody nose hair trimmer. I've got hairs hanging out my nose. It's itching my bloody nose all the time. And for some reason, as soon as I start a video, my nose keeps itching. And then I broke my nose hair trimmer. I have to buy one again soon. Oh, bloody yes. I'll get so I'm fucking to light a match and just sniff it if that works. But it's easier to target the law-abiding collectors than real issues, which would decapitate or blow up in a heartbeat. Stockholm syndrome is my guess, with the powers that be. Could be. Seems that way, doesn't it? I'm Mass Spartan. Shit, fun in the UK. Mostly be no water or food supply. Oh, sorry, you meant that kind of stuff. Yeah, whoever said it. Yeah, I didn't really think. Yeah, it would be that kind of stuff. Power cuts. To get some hunting survival books because the power will be down. Yeah, I didn't really know what you meant. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that kind of stuff, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's not going to be the writing kind of stuff. Yeah, it would be, you know, no electricity, no water, that kind of stuff, wouldn't it? Steve Smith, Portsmouth, said, what's your thoughts on the case of Tony Martin? I think he was 100% right. in the right. He shouldn't have been even charged. He was only guilty of being a hero. Yeah, I agree with you. I think he was in the right. The only thing that some people, not including myself really, but I think the thing that bothered some people was, I don't know how true this was, but there was two things that bothered some people, supposedly. One, he laid in wait for them, they reckon, and two was after he shot one of them, he didn't bother ringing an ambulance. They shouldn't have been in his house, should they? Not then. You know, Pete said, "What does fire smell like?" That would get rid of the nose hairs. I know, I'm going to have to try it. I might just quick sniff of a lighter. Dickie Nug said I got the same problem. Right, it don't bother me till I do a video. As soon as I'm on a video, itchy fucking nose for the whole thing. They're not there. If they cancel Coronation Street, EastEnders, Britain, Cup Dancing in the Jungle on Ice, and all that sort of crap, they might be trouble. Yeah. I don't know what though. They'd all be. Maybe they'd all riot. Richard Smith, it might be carpal tunnel affecting you if you've been working the Vandals. Could be. Actually saying that, when I do that, that's hurting my elbow. Yeah, who knows? I'll if it don't go eventually, I'll bloody I'll get it looked at. Crazy Jig guy. Talking of rioting reminds me of the recent riots. One of our Land Rover alarms went off at 2 a.m. Dad went and I went downstairs with loaded shotguns to find a moth buzzing around the alarm sensor. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, them riots were bloody ridiculous last time. The thing that was most ridiculous about it was it even started happening in other towns. But it proves how sort of twattish people are, because they was rioting for no reason. The ones like near me, those people in my local town rioting. But they wouldn't have even known anything to do with why it started. You know what I mean? Dickie Nugs might use fire. I'm going to have to do something. Iron Man Spark, Tony Martin was in the right. He was being harassed. Yeah. Yeah, because I think it was like multiple times they'd been there as well, wasn't it? Dave Smith, mate, Coronation Street is the best. Pat Fallon, like Corey's answer to Chopper Reed. He shot 6 people. He's a beast. I've never watched Coronation Street properly, you know. I don't know. I've never watched the whole episode of it. But I do know who you're on about, because when I go down and they do watch it here, so I do see bits of it. I know he kept someone in his basement, didn't he? John Musabu, Tony Martin, the shotgun he used was illegal, as he had legitimate one was taken away. He also rigged the doors and windows up to the mains. Only booby trapped his stairs. I knew there was something to do with the stairs. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I think that's partly why he got sort of, you know, he shouldn't have been charged, but then they looked at them kind of things, you know, look bad. Crazy Chicken Guy, Tony Martin shot them in the back, which is sadly wrong in the eyes of the law. Yeah, bloody lucky. Because he could have shot him in the face, couldn't he? I'm about CBD oil might work for your elbow. I'll have to look into that. I know Liam's mentioned that stuff. I'll have to look into that. But I'll be honest, I've not been to even the doctors, so I'll go to the doctor to see what we know eventually if it don't go away. Because it's not really stopping me doing anything yet. It's just bizarre. It's just that hurts to lift that up a bit, you know. It's like my arm feels weak almost, but it's not, you know. I was sticking eggs. Is this your house or your wife's house or your mum? It's our family house. It ain't my house though, but it's family house. Bit like the Waltons. That kind of house with loads of people living in it. Proper gaming. Hello, I'm new. You alright? Cheers for joining in. We're only going to be on for about another 10 minutes though. Dumble Sour Blue, yeah, bloody right. It's pushed the valve down so much, on 60-inch. The value down on 60-inch plasmas due to everyone getting them. To be fair, they were nicked shop windows though. Steve Smith, the shotgun wasn't illegal, it was completely legal. He just didn't have a license. Sticky Nog said, "What family I have none?" Well, I've got a big family, to be honest. Kuma said, "Are you single?" Yeah, I'm single. Top of gaming, nice guns. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, that's my display. I just happen to be looking at this crossbow. If you like guns, you come to the right place. Double Salvo said, "Good night, Jim Bob." Good night, Mike. If I shout out "Good night, Jim Bob" too loud, I will get a reply. Amanda saying, any update on the new weapons legislation? It's just been put off by the message below yours. Amanda, no. I'll tell you what I've done though. I've set up a Google Alerts so that if anything like that, any new news comes up, I'll know straight away and then I'll tell you. Iron Man Spartan, I have the same elbow trouble from weightlifting. Any heavy manual work can cause it. That's probably what it is then. You know, I said I'll go to the doctors eventually. Professor, what's your favourite gun you own? I like this pump action shotgun at the top, but probably the one above the picture screen, which is a Chinese model 86S bullpup rifle, like a modified AK-47. Picture, I'm going to have to get those bolts that work. Did you get some new bolts in the end, Pete? I know you've gone. I didn't know if. Who exactly is behind the banning of the guns in Britain? Home Office. That's it. Man, you're a great stream. Off to work. See you later. See you later, mate. Just joining in. Dave Smith Portsmouth said Tony Martin got his license taken away for shooting at a man's car a few months prior to what happened. After he got his firearms license taken away, he went out bought one on the black market. Andy said, solid, Mike, top man. Yeah, as soon as I know, I'll let you know. So, yeah, but yeah, I've set a Google Alerts thing up to tell me once a day if anything comes up. Because I want to know straight away myself. Taki Javid, he said, hi, mate, you're good, coming from Birmingham. All right, yeah, nice one, mate. Tropical gaming, nice. I thought my camera went off then. The light went off. I get the same problem with my elbow normally after going down a pub. Yeah, that's my left hand. So Pete said some more of them. You know, I thought that was a bit weird when you wrote that. Jackie said, hi, do you like the TT33 Tokarev? I'll have to look that one up if that's the one I think it is. I'll tell you. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite an old gun, that, isn't it? I think someone I subscribed to, Lewis, just did a video on one of them. Boomer said, no more jokes, promise. Oh, I've been watching your channel for years. Keep up the good work, Cupcake. Oh, that's not THX, is it? Jacob said, well, I'm off. See you later, mate. Yeah, I'm going to have to go off in about 10 minutes anyway. Steve Smith said, Amber Rudd is well sexy. I'd definitely finger her off stripping knife. Oh, God's sake. Yeah, good job she's not on the job anymore, isn't it? Has everyone been liking the stream? Yeah, it's like the stream. It might get seen by more people, get more people on, and share it about a bit more. Then you know what I mean. Jakey said, "Hi, Mike. What's up? You right, mate? That's not who I think it is it? Hang on." I'll know in a second. Oh yeah. No, I wasn't sure if it was the Jakey I used to talk to. That's not you, is it, mate? If it is, you'll know. I'll know it's you anyway. Steve Smith said Amber was doing a good job of being a first class cunt anyways. That is you, Jakey, then, yeah. If it is you, where did you visit recently? And then I'll know. That is you, innit? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to see you on here, mate. I ain't seen you on YouTube for ages, have I? You got any videos on anymore? Or did I don't think you had many on anyway, did you? Or did you? I don't know. Number so, but I like your live streams, mate. Not so many comments. So we can easily throw my bad jokes in. And Jake said, yeah, I've been to London on my way to Portugal. Yeah, that definitely is you then. I was just checking. Yeah, sorry I couldn't meet you that time. It just, to be honest, my mum's still a bit bad now. It's funny, today she's just had to start being put on tramadol for the pain. Shock of ages, I'm off, mate. There's a pint tumbler with my name on it. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself, mate. I'd say don't drink too much, but that'd be a lie. Jake said, no, unfortunately, but I have plenty of stuff new and I just need to find time to take photos and upload to my blog. Yeah, I ain't added anything to the blog recently. I've done a thing called, there's a website called Top Buzz, which you can, Top Buzz, you can do videos and articles as well. So you can do an article similar to a blog, and they set it up so you can start getting paid straight away. But yeah, but you can put you put pictures on and writing underneath, just like a blog, you know. Dave Smith said, if Tony Martin was a woman or a Muslim, he would probably have got off. Jock of ages. See you later, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in about 5 minutes anyway. Just gonna write something down for forget. Yeah, so what's everyone at later then? I'm just gonna might start reading this book. Might have to put a coat of paint on something because I've been painting, so I might have to put another coat of paint on it. And then yeah, and I don't know, I might watch a film. We'll reconsider it. It sounds awesome as it takes less time, probably. Yeah, a Top Buzz. This it's just this. This is the website. Name of it. It's really quick and easy to do. I like the blogs anyway, but if I just if you wanted somewhere else and you get paid, start getting paid instantly, it's a good thing. Dave Smith says Stephen King is a clown. Get it? Yeah, I get it. I've read it. I read it about. I think I read it last year. Jake said thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go off in about 5 minutes, but do you ever get onto the evening ones, Jake? I've never seen you on the evening ones, the evening streams. Just writing something down. Tom Sharpshooter, Tony Martin was wrong. He should have shot them with a 50 cal rifle. You can't have any sympathy for someone. Well, you can have sympathy for them, but it's hard to have sympathy for someone who is breaking into people's houses. Whether they deserve to die from that's a different thing. But if they know that risk, especially if it's some kind of farmer's kind of place, the risks doing it. Don't they? So. Yeah, I'm going to wind it up now. So if anyone's got any quick questions, get them in. Samuel Sarbo said no sympathy. They were dids. Steve said Christine is my favourite Stephen King book. I've not read that yet. I think Malk has though. My twin brother, JJR Survival. There's still a couple I need to read. Some of the old ones. My favourites though was the whole entire Dark Tower series. Absolutely loved them. I've just read them. Bill Hodges trilogy. That was really good. Yeah. I've read the ones I read recently. I read all of the Bill Hodges trilogy. Stand, It, all the Dark Towers. And years ago, I've read Insomnia, Needful Things, Shining, Pet Sematary. Didn't read Carrie. I've got bought Carrie. It's over there. I'm gonna read that one soon. Some Sharpshooter. They were pikeys. They caused misery wherever they with their hair coursing and their inbreeding. I'm thinking of what's happy again. That's reminded me again. That was a sly little I can't think what you call it. You know, what do you call it? Fuck knows. Hint. God's sake. Can't even think of the word hint. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna go now. It's been makes you laugh, doesn't it? You couldn't even think of the word hint. Hint and a half. Right, yeah, so tomorrow's video will be the short sword. I'll do a video of me making the scabbard, but I did it completely different to how I had it planned. That'll be on, what's tomorrow? Thursday. So that'll be on tomorrow. I'll do a video for Friday and a Friday live stream again. So Red Not D said good night. Steve said Stephen King Pet Sematary inspired their Ramon song. Yeah. Jakey said great to talk, Mike. Speak again over email. See you. Yeah, good to talk to you, Jakey. It was nice to see you on here, mate, because I haven't spoken to you for ages, especially on a thing like this. Simon Jones said GCHQ is coming for you. Not me, you. Right, well, I've got to go. So I'll see you all later. Now I got to go, Simon. This was just a quick one, just for a quick you know, because I hadn't done a video all week. So I'm back on Friday though. So I'll see you all later. Cheers for joining. And yeah, I'll speak to most of you tomorrow in the video I put on. I'll see you later, Steve, Jakey, Simon, Jumbles Abu, Crazy Chicken, Dead Not Z, and anyone else. Southern Sharpshooter. Yeah. All right. Lynn Skywatch. See you later, mate. Yeah. See you all later.